I hate hang on, for the record. Hang on sucks. That's not my catch line. I say hear me out. That's literally what I say.
Hang on.
Welcome to episode 27
of Hang On, the podcast.
This is a genius idea. This is great.
All right.
You know,
So one of the
just,
other
hang
things...
on. All right. So another thing that I thought of, I found this job that I really want to do once I stop doing the job that I have now. But so anyway, one of the jobs that I found that I really want is out on the Cape in Massachusetts, actually on Martha's Vineyard, which I don't know if people from the Cape, actually I guess it'd be the other way around. If like people from Martha's Vineyard would or Nantucket get mad if you call it the Cape, because I guess it's not really on the Cape. They're islands off of the Cape. So part of me feels like people from Nantucket or Martha's Vineyard would get like kind of snooty or uppity if you said that they were on the Cape. I don't know. Do you know? Do you have anything?
I've never
you're
been.
The least,
that is something
you're the least Martha's Vineyard person I feel like.
So far away from that.
But anyway, so I was looking around, and there are houses on Martha's Vineyard in Nantucket that, I mean, granted, they're probably $5 to $10 million houses, but they're renting out in the summertime for $20,000 to $50,000 a week.
How many rooms?
Varies.
Oh my gosh.
Anywhere from like 5 bedrooms to 11 bedrooms, but like I said,
I guess if that's your vacation, that seems like maybe reasonable. You go with it with like 4 or 5 couples, but that still seemes high. How nice is it there?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I've never been there, but
you call it the Cape.
I mean, it's called.
I've never been there.
It's called the Cape. I mean, I didn't make.
Did you drive by?
What now?
You've never driven by even?
I mean, I've been to Boston area and like south of Boston and like Newport, Rhode Island. Like I've been all around there. I've just never been to the Cape or Martha's Vineyard or Nantucket.
Gotcha.
Hopefully this summer I'll be traveling to all of those. But anywho, and Martha's Vineyard isn't the only place that this exists where there's going to be, I'm thinking like Aspen, Colorado in the wintertime, or like maybe even places like in New York City, like in Manhattan, or, Miami, or I don't know, pick a place. You can probably find crazy expensive rentals, right? So let's say you own one of these properties and you are renting it out for $20,000 to $50,000 a week. That's a lot of money, right?
For some people, yes.
I mean, for some people most of the people I feel like that are listening to this podcast, that's a lot of money. To the average American, that's a lot of money. So what if you offered to make yourself exclusive compared to all the other rentals out there, you offered custom decorations and furniture for every stay using your idea. So not only do you book the stay for the week, but you get to choose if you want. It could just be an option. Because I feel like some people would be like, I really don't care. I'm not going to spend the time to go and pick out 10 bedrooms worth of furniture. But like this service that we're talking about, which normally would be used by people to make more use of their room,
right,
could be used by people who have high-end rentals like Airbnbs or VRBOs. So now you have a very exclusive rental on Martha's Vineyard, and you're charging $50,000 a week and one of the options that you offer is total custom, basically interiors or furniture based on what they want. So like they can go in using your app and your website and select what all furniture in all the rooms that they want. Your company comes in and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, changes out all the furniture. They come in and it's exactly like they want. The exact mattress they want, the exact size beds they want, the exact style beds they want, the exact type of furniture they want in the living room.
So I wouldn't have had any experience, but I did do a rental service not too long ago, and each of the rooms had been set up for probably the house owner's family. And how they normally entertain guests, but like not at all lined up for what we needed.
Exactly.
So have some couples in like 2 twin beds, which if you're there in your relationship, that's fine. You can like order that.
Yeah, I'm 6'2",
but if you're
240. I'm not sleeping in a twin bed with my girlfriend. It's just it's not going to work.
Well, you each have your own twin bed. You could Lucy. I love Lucy
yeah.
that and just push them together
Very
later.
1950s, I guess.
Yeah, it depends. Are you also filming in the bedroom and you want more lighting? Dang, I feel now. Hold on, hang on, hang on. What if we are staging for something and someone's like, I need a lot of floodlights in the room? Does that flag any associate of ours?
Yeah, on the app, if you order 7 or more floodlights, then you will call the police.
Well, now, if I was an entrepreneur looking to make videos of a particular nature, you could set up theme rooms, right, for whatever you're shooting that day.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah.
This is fantastic. I heard that the adult movie making industry is in the billions of dollars. Now we're saying we could team up with a rental service and just have the rooms staged, and the cleaning service we already talked about.
Like I said, I think the opportunities for this idea are somewhat endless, almost to a fault. Like, one of the issues here is getting kind of too broad. We started with one idea, which was kind of the in-law suite thing, and having average people who live in average houses, 2 to 3 bedrooms, being able to make use of, because it's so annoying. I've got a spare bedroom right now, and I'm like, why the hell do I have a spare bedroom? We never use the spare bedroom. You know what I'm saying? And we could be using it for so many other activities or so much more stuff other than a spare bedroom. But you always want to have that spare bedroom for when family or friends come in. So I think it's great for that. But I also think that it has so many other opportunities. And if you make a nice streamlined website and you have good options, you're not going to be able to go in initially and be furnishing these houses all the time. Like we were talking about with the huge rental properties and stuff like that. That's going to be something you're going to have to grow into, because you're not going to have the capital to go out and buy the stuff that they want, and you're not going to have the storage space or just the inventory to go out and do that stuff.
I think one of our big takes is going to be themed for the holidays. So, like, imagine you're celebrating Christmas. Of course, you're going to want green and red sheets and a comforter with, like, Santa Claus on it and wreaths and a Christmas tree. Boom.
Stop you there.
You got to say, hang on. That's the whole point of the podcast.
I thought it was hear me out.
No. We went with hang on.
Yeah, I know. I wish someone would have told me about this. All right, hang on. Hang on.
Make you an associate producer, maybe.
No, I'm just the talent. I don't produce, All right, hang on. Let's stop you there. Not only can you do that, it's a whole nother portion of the business. Ooh.
Oh.
But whole nother portion of the business, when it comes holiday season and you want the holiday decorations, but you don't want to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on Christmas lights and spend hours and hours in the bitter cold putting up Christmas lights like Clark Griswold, you hire our company. We come in, we put up the Christmas lights, we decorate your house, and then we leave. And then when the season's over, we come back and pick up your decorations and we store them.
I like that idea. We have indoor and outdoor. I feel like you can make decent money just if you're comfortable climbing up a ladder and hanging Christmas lights.
Yeah,
but also, like, people.
But I mean,
there's some people
if you're
that,
doing
like, swap out
outdoors,
their plates.
if
and
you're
their
doing
cups.
outdoor stuff too, like, I really feel like you could get, like, almost as far as into, like, there's so many options with this, and I feel like this is very similar to, could be just tap into a bunch of different businesses, like party planning or like party services. Like, right now, if we're doing outdoor, indoor, are we providing like tents and tables and like for people to have outdoor events like in their backyard?
Hang on. Now I'm thinking, what if you don't have the bedroom that you need? Could somebody deliver one of those pods or one of those tractor trailers to your houses that has a bedroom in it? So they just boom, drop it off. Now your individual has a heated and cooled unit. You just tap into your power supply, you plug it into your home, and they have their own, like, RV style storage container on your property. And when you're done, you can have them shipped away.
Actually, hang on,
You gotta digest.
I gotta
that
digest
one, right?
this. I almost feel like that is a better idea than
It doesn't work in urban situations, right? When you're in an apartment complex.
okay. All right. Let's narrow this down. Hang on. All right. Let's get this down. I hate hang on, for the record. Hang on sucks. That's not my catch line. I say hear me out. That's literally what I say. So now every time I try to say hear me out, can we just call it the Hang On podcast? But I'll just keep saying hear me out.
Yeah,
because
of course.
because hear me out is my catch line.
Yeah.
Hang on is not my catch line. You can say hang on.
I'll
You can
say
be the
hang
hang
on.
on
That'll
guy.
be mine. Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So hear me out. Let's narrow it down. Let's stop all this other stuff. If people want to use it for that, that's fine. And we can let people use it for whatever they want it for. It's a two-pronged business. One prong is exactly what you're talking about originally. People come in, move your stuff out, move a bedroom in. When your guests leave, they move the bedroom stuff out and put the stuff in. Option 2, the pod bedrooms. You have people coming in, you don't have a spare bedroom. We bring in a pod, air conditioned, heated, fully serviced, maybe possibly with some sort of plumbing in there. I don't know how hard that would be to do, but if that would be possible, I think that would be great. Even maybe not a toilet, but like a gray water plumbing where like you could hook up some sort of garden hose and have filters where you could at least take a shower in there.
I think you could set it up either way. I think it would cost more to have the plumbing, and it's definitely doable.
Yeah, but I think those two, just offer those two options, and I think that's a marketable business, and it serves both. Because like you said, the pod thing I feel like is easier because you could assemble it at the warehouse, drop it off in the driveway or wherever on the property. Or let's say you don't even have, let's say you're doing some construction, right? Mm-hmm. Or like you're building your house, or like you bought some property, you're having your house built, or they're coming in to like bomb your house because you have like some sort of infestation, or they're doing some sort of renovations, you have flooding, you have your house gets hit by a tornado. Think of how this could work in like disaster areas where there's like flooding or tornado hits, or like your roof's getting repaired, or whatever the case may be, and now you need an extra bedroom or 2 bedrooms. You order up these pods, they're assembled at the warehouse to your specifications, what kind of beds you want. Do you want plumbing, no plumbing? And then they are shipped to your location, your property, put where you want on your property, and then when you're done with them, they come pick them up. And you're paying far less than you would for a hotel room, and you're on your property. And then 2, you're in an urban area, you don't have a driveway, you don't have property, you have friends and family coming into town. Very similar to my layout here, friends and family coming into town.
Yeah.
You want to use your room that you use as your home office as a spare bedroom, you do the thing. They come in, they pack up your stuff, they put it in a secure location, they bring in a bedroom, they install that stuff. Now your family and friends have a place to stay. I think that's simple, clean, marketable.
I feel like
I really, really like it.
I feel like the delivering the room is actually strong enough that I want to try it. How much could a storage container be? And you just put down some engineered hardwoods, put up some drywall.
I mean, people are. That's crazy these days. There's people building
like tiny homes and stuff.
The
everywhere.
tiny homes and the building homes out of the storage units, and so like that's already a thing that people are doing to like live in normally.
Yeah.
So now you can offer them, an extra. What is it? Train. You can offer them an extra. You like trains?
I do like trains.
That's an Amtrak. That's all I know about it. It's a diesel electric. But I think honestly, I think even if you just started with the pods and then moved into what was the original idea, that would be the easiest way to do it. And you could initially just have, it's not customizable. Like, let's say when you start out, you buy 10 storage units. You fix up these 10 storage units in like 10 kind of different ways.
I would do 10 of the same initially. This is first launch. Somebody out there
I would say maybe do like 5 and 5.
Okay.
Maybe do 5 of like one just nice bedroom, no plumbing,
right,
and the other one with like nice bedroom and plumbing or something like
right,
that. Or maybe split with like one with like a king size bed in one side and then like some bunk beds in another for like a family that needs it. Or I don't know, maybe a couple of different options, but that's it. There's no customizing. It's just you pick one of these 3
and it's delivered.
We deliver it, and it's done because there's no overhead. So now you have the initial startup cost, right, of buying these 10 storage units or 5, or I'd pick 10's a round number. I like 10.
Yeah.
And whatever furniture that you're putting into them, air conditioning units, I mean, the startup cost there can't be that crazy high. Let's say you got $75,000 in it.
Yeah.
Which I think you could even go out if this business flopped and you didn't, you could just market those as tiny homes and sell them and make maybe not all of your money back, but some of your money back. So then you get those 10 and you put them in some storage area, or preferably you own property so you can just store them on your property.
Yeah.
And now you have zero overhead. You've started up a website or an app or whatever, and if no one buys it, you're not losing money. Like,
just think of the parties you could have at your place.
Actually,
once
and
you
think
have
about
like 5 rooms.
You know what this is? And I haven't even it's like having an RV without having to have an RV.
Yeah. So
like I don't have to drive my RV somewhere or
Correct.
my tiny home somewhere. Like I could contact, maybe there'd be some, like, you'd have to talk to people, but like I could contact the campground that normally I'd park my RV at, and instead of having my RV parked there, they're just going to deliver my pod there, and I fly in and I stay at the campground, or whatever the case may be. Or like you said, I think people would use it for people coming into town. You're working on your house, you're having your house like bug bombed, you're having construction done on your house and you don't want to listen to it. You have like your son moves back from college and he's a millennial, so he doesn't, doesn't have a job, but you don't want him living in the house, whatever the case may be.
One of the things that I get really thoughtful about is always around Christmas because of how cold it is.
Hear me out. Or you got people who have like camps, especially up here in upstate New York, who have camps like hunting camps and stuff like that. Instead of them having to build a permanent structure on that land, they can use these, and they only are paying for it, and they have zero upkeep.
Yeah.
They're only paying for it when they're using it, and it's as simple as just like close it, lock it up, and tell us to come pick it up. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. So one of my thoughts is people don't want to walk outside necessarily if there's 2 feet of snow on the ground. And again, that's only an upstate New York thing. It would be very easy to convert a standard size garage to the door unit and have it like inflatable. Like one of those plastic things where you can add it to the house.
Where you basically just back the pop-up hotel, or whatever you want to call it, hotel pop-up. Actually, that's a good name. I like that name, hotel pop-up. You just park that basically flush with the garage, and then have some way of sealing up the garage other than the garage door. And then now you have access to the house without having to walk outside. And that would be very nice, somewhere like here in upstate New York, where it gets to like -20 in the wintertime.
Right.
But if you're living in you got a 5-foot walk. Like even if you just didn't do that, you just parked it literally next to the garage and then gave the people a garage door opener.
Yeah.
And then let them open the garage door and then walk out into the garage and then close the garage door. I mean, that would be kind of...
We'd also do heated floors. See, I'm always thinking about Christmas.
I mean, I feel like heated floors would be easy to do in something like that.
Oh, yeah.
The hardest thing to do with something like this would just be how are you going to do power? Are you going to plug that into are you going to have solar cells or a generator? Are you going to plug into the house electrical? Because most places on the outside are only going to have like a 120 volt outlet.
Right.
You're not going to be able to
20 or 30 amps.
Yeah. It's not going to want to power like an AC unit, a heater, a TV. All this.
It'll do all the lights and TV just fine.
The AC unit's going to be heater is going to be the issue.
Right. I don't think it would be that hard to get like a Honda generator and throw it on the side of it.
Take 220 outlets. Is there a way to do this? I don't know.
Maybe that's something we have where there's a 240 connection, so you don't need a generator, but you have to have the plug in your garage or whatever. And people that frequent the service could pay the electrician $100 to come set that up, and it's just like the one-time fee, and then you have a 240.
Or maybe there are, and we could do solar panels too.
Solar on top, yeah. Paint the pod green,
and maybe
put Christmas lights on the outside of it. I feel like this isn't a Christmas episode, but I hope people listen to it at Christmas.
But I feel like if you did the solar cells and maybe like some sort of battery bank or something like that, and then you also plugged it into the 120, there are probably, a lot of those self-contained air conditioning units run on 120.
Oh, yeah.
So like
You could get a pretty chilly, and it's such a small space, and if you
insulated it well,
it'd be fine.
Yeah. I feel like you could do most everything you wanted to do on 120. You just may have to use a few outlets, like multiple outlets.
Yeah.
Like maybe
You
you
just
know,
have to be
the
conscious about
AC,
the
yeah,
electricity.
the AC runs on one outlet, and then the lights and TV and the rest of everything runs on another outlet.
Yeah, you can run multiple extension cords as long as you don't plug it in the same switch.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I really think,
How much is a storage? I'm going to look up how much storage
yeah,
container is.
I'm going to say you can probably buy a storage container for less than 10 grand all day.
I bet you could fix it
We
up for
probably
10
buy them
grand.
in bulk for, I'm going to say $1,500 a piece. That's my guess.
Storage containers. First thing that comes up is pods. I love pods. I think it's a great idea. I think even to this day, I think that's a fantastic
Well, I mean,
idea.
our goal is just to get bought out by pods, right? Like that's our goal.
Oh, I
in
probably
this
should
business
do
idea.
shipping containers. Yes. Or buy them. How much are old shipping containers? $1,800 to $5,000, depending on size.
Instead of us trying to do this, right? We're going to construct the pods. We're going to buy them, construct them in different levels, and then we're going to set up the website. All of the
So all of the work,
all
except delivery?
all of the work. Well, no, we're not going to do delivery, cleaning, or upkeep, maintenance, or advertising. We're just literally going to sell the pods. So you come to me and you say, hey, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to have my own business, but I don't really have the money, or like, I don't necessarily have the time to come up with an idea and like try to do something. This is a thing where I can buy the pods one at a time. Then I can use the service. I can advertise it however I want to advertise it. And then I can use the service, the website, for payment, for ordering, for everything, but make it kind of customizable to me. You can make it
Okay,
we're
so-
different users or whatever. And then they're doing the upkeep, they're doing the delivery, they're doing the pickup, they're doing the scheduling, where they're buying the pods from us and then paying us a maintenance fee or a rental or a monthly fee to be a part of our network.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. So we're just getting royalties off the idea, essentially.
Yeah, instead of us having to, because that one would allow us to expand much, much faster. And that would allow us to kind of let the market organically decide where it's working and where it's not working. Also, people are going to buy the pods from us, so we're going to make money immediately whether people are actually using the pods or not. And then it's up to those people to market and sell the pods.
I like it. I don't even think it would be that hard. I kind of want to go build my own pods so when my in-laws or family come in town, boom, brilliant, right? Millions of dollars. Anyway, we will have an email address where you can send the paperwork to authorize this business in our name.
Yeah.
15%, like we said. I think that's fair.
Well, I thought we said 25. I don't know. We need Google Translate again.
Yeah.
So, like I said, the business word of the week today is intellectual property.
Right. So just because you heard it here,
On episode 31 of Hear Me Out podcast. Wait, is it 27 or 31?
hang on. We went with hang on.
Oh, it's hang on. Well, no, I mean, that'll be funny. I mean, that's
All
a good,
right.
yeah.
Just we'll bleep that out too.
No, I like that. I feel like that would, yeah. I knew it was hang on.
Well, instead of the business word of the week, should we just go through all the podcast names that we had originally come up with?
Oh, man.
Hang on.
Thank you for listening to our show. To participate, send your comments or business ideas to thehangonpodcast@gmail.com. Keep us motivated by subscribing to us on YouTube and iTunes. And tell a friend. This is the Hang On Podcast. It was an honor. See you next week.